It's not past that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, "Let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven." Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why, in the end, we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our count. Oh Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Ephics and the Bibios, the Ison, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isobo. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Ghana. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had a Sosine Bigabigone. He said, welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining me on this very program. I appreciate everyone who has connected to this very program this morning. I welcome you and I say, may Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect you. Wherever you are connecting to this program from, if you are joining us from Biafra land, I appreciate you and I welcome you. If you are joining us from any part of the zoo, I welcome you. If you are joining from any part of Africa, Asia, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, you are joining us from Russia, or you are joining from China, or you are joining us from Israel, I appreciate you and I welcome you to this very program. Thank you so much for joining. Please, as you join this program, kindly like and share. Like and share the program. Very, very important. You must like and share for us to be able to get a full house on this broadcast today, because it's another important and mind-blowing broadcast. Remember that in this very platform where you are watching this program is a platform that stands for the Biafra Republic of Exile, a platform that stands under the Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi and under the Supreme Leader of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to preach hate. We do not come here to attack individuals. We don't come here to push propaganda or blackmail. We don't come here to engage in any form of saga. No. What we do in this platform is to set the record straight. In this platform, we bring the plight of the Biafrans before the whole world. In this platform, we make sure that the world hear our voice and hear us loud. In this platform, we encourage Biafrans on a daily basis to continue to pursue their legitimate rights. In this platform, we remind Biafrans to make sure that they hold on to those rights which Chukwu Okike has given to them. Those rights which the world itself supports. We are here to remind Biafra to hold on to those rights. The right to self-determination, the right to self-defense, and the right to life. These are rights that belong to you that you must not gamble with. You must not trade for anything. We're here to remind Biafra to hold on this right. So as you are joining us on this program, please kindly click like. Click like and share to family and friends. Share this program on your platform. Very, very important. Share the program on your platform so that others can join us in this very important program. Click like. When you click like, give a thumbs up to the program. Give a thumbs up. When you click a thumbs up, look down there, just click that down and give a thumbs up. By the time you click a thumbs up, it will help to trigger the algorithm to invite people to join us. Please do that because you are part of this very message. On this radical evangelism, you are part of it. We must have to carry this message to the ends of the world. So as you join us on this very platform today, I welcome you once again and I appreciate you. Remember, every of our morning section here is an interactive section. It is a section where we allow people to come on and say their mind. It's an interaction section where we allow people to say things the way they want it. That is why you see a link that I pinned there. Everybody can use that link to come in to make their contribution one after the other. It does not matter if you are a Biafran or not. Even if you are a one Nigerianist, even if you're not a Nigerian, even if you're not on this planet, but as long as you can appear and say a word and you want to speak to us, click that link and come on. Ask your question. Say your views. If there is something you're hearing about us, the Biafran people, if there is something you're hearing about the Biafran people that you're not convinced about, if there is something you're hearing about the Republic of Government in Exile that you're not convinced about, click that link and come on and speak about it. We are going to welcome you. In this very platform, you can use any language that is suitable for you to communicate. You can talk to the Biafrans in their Biafran language. We have different languages in Biafra. You can speak in English or broken language. Any language that is suitable for you, it is welcome on this very platform. In this platform, we don't come here to attack people. We try as much as possible to keep our words civil. You can show your anger, you can show your grievances, but in doing that, try to keep it civil. Try as much as you can to make it civil. As long as you are civil, the platform is for you. Everybody has the right to come in and air their opinion, and you're entitled to opinion. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. I can see you, I'm seeing you, you're welcome. I was just making the introduction before I can allow you to speak. So you're very much welcome. So my fellow Biafrans and everybody that is watching, Biafrans and their friends and neighbors, we have everybody joining us, both our Nigerian brothers or even if you are one Nigerianist and you have something to share with us, you are very, very welcome. And we will continue to moderate and allow everybody. So I'll allow my beloved brother to speak to us, and let's hear from our beloved brother as he has joined us on this program this morning. You're welcome, my beloved brother. Go ahead and speak to
Yeah,
us. Let's hear you.
yeah. Good morning, sir.
Good
My
morning.
name is Samuel Awam. I'm calling from Nigeria.
You're welcome.
Yeah, actually, I don't have much to say. I want to congratulate the way Biafra is going. I'm a Yoruba man, and Sunday Igboho is fighting for us, people ignore him, people say all sorts of things. Our Iskoilo friend to go and meet him, to even see him one on one. Both Koike Media, I follow him, everything. But as it is today, everything is just first somehow. That's why I give goes to Simon Ekman. The way is as it is now, I'm not fearing to talk. Yeah, I don't fear anybody. Death is dead. One day someone will dead. But someone needs to take the truth.
Exactly.
Bro, in this country we are not benefiting anything. I was born in 1979. Next year I will plus 45 years old without not achieving anything. We cannot be going like this. We are getting old. Not that we are getting older. I be
Right.
younger. So as it is, I don't care anything. Me, I'm tired of Nigeria. Anything Nigeria, it cannot work. I'm saying white and true. Nothing will happen. Nigeria cannot work again as it is today. So that's why I just want to tell me people that still believing in our local, they are deceiving themselves. Honestly, there's nothing working in Nigeria as it is. We borrow money to feed ourselves, we pay, we borrow again, we pay. Is that how we want to be doing it all the time?
I wonder, my brother,
So
it's sad.
we can continue like that. It's sad, so sad. So good those for Samuel Ekpa. If they want to break everything, let them break everything. Everybody will go on his way. Me, I want to go with Biafra. I've always said it. If they collect Biafra today, the following day, me, I will enter Biafra because I like the way they are doing. It's a fact. I'm tired of Nigeria. Even Yorubas are tired for Yoruba say because Yoruba people they are not serious. They are not taking their words serious. It's where they are they want to benefit, they know. So me, I'm tired of what is going on. So God will just help us. Good work. And I pray for Samuel Ekpa, what's it called? This one that is in intention.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah.
I pray God will touch those justice. God will touch their mind. They will free him. God, the man is a saint. He's telling
Yes.
all the paths. He's the one that opened my eyes. I've been following him since 2001. 2001, I've been following him. He's the one that opened our eyes. Our young guys, he opened our eyes. We want to hear, we hear. Don't want to hear, we hear. If you don't want to hear, it's left to them. So I
Yes.
pray that God will help him. They will release him by God's grace. We are hoping.
See.
But God will he shall helping out from the prison. Thank you so much. Good work, sir. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I'm so happy to see you on this program. I think I've been reading your messages and all this time. I'm so happy to see you on this program. This very battle is for every one of us. Some people don't
Yes.
understand. They think it is just about the Biafran people. They think no, it is about everybody. The country is not favoring any one of us. It's not favoring any one of
No.
us. And they are forcing us to take what we did not sign up for. Look at our brother Igbo that you talked about. It is not easy to engage in this battle. It is not easy. When you come out to fight for your people, they are going to be different kinds of attack from all levels. Every one of us know how Igboho started.
Yeah.
Every one of us know the level of Igboho when he was with them in the politics. He's a very popular person that they fear in their politics. But when he decided that my people will be free, you see how they turned against him? It is not easy to engage in this battle. When you look, that case of Igboho is a very strong example for somebody to know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa is passing through. For the Oduduwa people, their own is even better. There are some of their elders, they don't come out openly to attack their youth. They don't come out openly to engage their youth. But in our own case, the Biafran elders are coming out to attack their youth up to the extent of putting ransom on their head. You see how difficult it is. So I really, it's really a painful situation, but I'm so happy that I see you on this program, because this battle we are fighting is for every one of us. If Oduduwa becomes better today, Biafra becomes better, we become great neighbors. We will have a healthy competition. A healthy competition. Look at what you're saying in Asia. Then when you go to Asia, look at Japan. China is competing with Japan. South Korea is competing with Japan. Asia is competing. Look at Malaysia is competing. Look at Singapore. They are all competing with each other. Healthy competition. That is the kind of competition we want to see in this their so-called Nigeria today. Split it and let people begin to grow on their own space. Those who don't want to develop by force. If they break this country, you see this Janjaweed, these Fulani people that pretend not to know what is good, they will be forced to protect their own border. Today, because they have a country, they are opening the border for people from Mali, from Niger, from any place to come, and they come and they claim to be Northerners in Nigeria, and they take your rights. Those of us who are indigenous, even the indigenous outsiders today don't even have rights. A man from Niger, we have more rights in Nigeria, more than an indigenous person in Nigeria. Where do you see such a thing?
Yes.
And they don't care, because they feel that we have a playing ground where everybody, they are just trying to bring foreigners to accommodate the land for them, for their own selfish interest. They use them to increase their number for election. They use them to increase their number to get something from the government. But when you break this country into pieces, the Biafrans will protect their border. The Oduduwa people will protect their border. The Middle Belt will protect their border. And the North, they will be forced to protect their border and deal with the terrorists in their midst. We don't need to come and preach to them. Everybody will now begin to mind his own business and know that he has a responsibility. When you see your neighbor that your neighbor is doing very well, nobody will tell you. You will have to compete with your neighbor by doing well also. And that is why we are pursuing this cause. When Biafrans are in the front, people think that maybe it is not a selfish pursuit. It is something that at the end of the day, it will favor every single one of us, every indigenous person. That is why you saw when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was here. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had an agreement with Oduduwa. He was rapporting with Sunday Igboho. Mazi Simon Ekpa still have, up to today, we have great respect for the Oduduwa people. Sunday Igboho still very much in communication. Every agreement we have reached, we have sat with them and reached an agreement, and we have an agreement we wrote, and we stood on them on the same platform, and we are speaking. We know that the pressure on us and the pressure on them is not the same. The level we are following and the way they are following is not the same, but we are pursuing the same thing. Self-determination for everybody. I pray that every other person will understand this very fact and come together and we will pursue it and get it right. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see you, brother. Thank you so much. Anytime, any day, you are free to join us. Air your opinion, say your mind the way you want to say it, address your people the way you want to address them. This platform is for everybody that is genuinely seeking for freedom. It is a Biafran platform, but genuinely for everyone is seeking for freedom, you are free to speak your mind at any time. You are part of us. Even when Biafra come, people go and nationalize everywhere. There are Biafran that we have Oduduwa people and Biafran that nationalize the United States. If we can go to the United States and nationalize, why won't we nationalize in Oduduwa land? Why won't you nationalize in Biafra? So when it comes, it's going to favor everybody. I appreciate you, my beloved brother. Thank you so much for your contribution. And thank you. I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much.
I need to do work now. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So, my fellow Biafrans, you have seen our beloved brother, and this is what we are talking about. Some people who don't understand why we are doing what we are doing, they will be trying to misinterpret our pursuit for freedom. Some are scared
that when we become free, it will become a problem. It's not going to be a burden for them. And whatever we are doing today, it is not just for us to be free. It is for everybody to be free. I'm so happy that my brother came on this very program, our brother, Dudualand. That is why when I come here, before I start my program, I say it openly. Even if you don't believe in what we are saying, and you have a reason why you don't believe us, come and share it with us. That you might misunderstand us. We are human. People must misunderstand each other. And you cannot, except you come closer and ask your questions. That is why we put those people, that people might know that what we are here is not to preach hatred against any tribe or against any religion or against any individual. No. We are seeking for the freedom of the people. And if you are one of those who love freedom, you are going to be comfortable here. Please, as you join us, I can see almost 50 people watching on this program, but only 11 people were able to like what is happening. Why don't you want to like the program? Why don't you want to give a thumbs up to the program? Give a thumbs up to the program so that other people can join us. Give a thumbs up to the program. About 50 people watching, only 11 were able to like. Is it that you don't like the program or you don't want others to join us? Is it the reason? Please, I beg you in the name of Chukwu Okabiama, liking this program, clicking like is important. You look at the place there where you see a thumbs up, a sign of a thumbs up. Click that thumbs up. It is very, very important. It helps us to trigger the algorithm to invite others to join us. Remember our mission to carry everybody along. Carrying everybody along. If you know anything you can do to invite somebody, you do it. One of the things you can do to invite something to the program is by clicking like. I continue to say it again and again and again. Please do not forget it. Whenever you go to any program, not only on my program, if you go to any program where sensible people are talking, where a program that concerns you, that want to touch heart, make sure you click like. Click like. There is no support as great as that. Clicking like, you are giving a good support. I appreciate everyone who has connected, and you have seen our beloved brother have opened the ground for us, and we will keep it running. And today, as you all know, I will discuss a very topic that I brought today. The topic I brought today, which we have not yet dived into, is a topic which said, busted, failed agenda of saboteurs and enemies of Biafra on the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Biafra, Republic Government in Exile, is winning. The failed agenda of the saboteurs on the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The agenda of the saboteurs and the enemies of Biafra on the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is important we discuss about this issue because of the court case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu coming out. When you wake up in the morning, you go online or you go on their conventional media, you see people asking for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. You see enemies of Biafra asking for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. You see saboteurs asking for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. What comes to your mind? What comes to your mind? I want you to know that it is not everybody that is asking for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is asking genuinely. It is not everybody that is asking for the release of our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is asking genuinely. Every single one of us has genuine Biafra. It is our heart desire that the supreme leader of IPOB should be free. But remember, I have always said it. The freedom we are looking for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a temporary freedom. We are not looking for a temporary, and that is not what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wants. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that I know, does not want a temporary freedom. The freedom that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu deserves today, after all the sacrifice he has made, after he has given up every single thing that he owns, the only freedom he deserves today is a freedom where he will be answerable only to the Biafra of his dream. We don't want a freedom where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out. The following day, they will be giving him condition on what to say and what not to say. We don't want a freedom where they will give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the next minute they will send their troops to go and kill him. We don't want the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the next minute they are inviting him in Abuja for court case. That is not my dream of freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that should not be your dream for freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So many people that are asking for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today are not asking genuinely. Some of them, so many of them, they are speaking of the freedom because they feel that the appearance of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will stop the coming of Biafra. Some of them are demanding for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, the temple will come down and the issue of our United States of Biafra will die down. That is the reason why some of them are asking for the freedom of Mazi. Some of them think that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, that we will stop demanding for that which we are demanding. Some of them are playing that trick. They are playing that games among themselves, believing their own lie. But we are going to shock them. Every single one of us that is watching today know that the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that we know is not somebody who is going to hands off from where we are going. He's not going to hands off. Every one of us know. And if we see somebody who comes together tomorrow to begin to speak, not in the manner that we know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we will never ever believe him. We know the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that we followed. We know the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that brought us this far. We know the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu whom we had his voice and we came out. If we see anything different from that, I bet you the zoo will get the shock of their life. As for we Biafrans, I thank Chukwu Okeke for the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Nigeria. He has said it. Everything we are saying today, we have considered it's just a repetition of what has been said in the past. Repetitions. He has made it very, very clear that there is no going back. That is why you see how we have intensified on our seat at home. It does not matter what they say. It does not matter what their plan is. It does not matter whether they release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or not. The release that we want for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the appearance of Biafra. The declaration of Biafra. That is the genuine and legitimate freedom that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu deserves. The date of referendum. That is the only freedom that they can announce for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And then we can begin to think. Anything short of that, they are deceiving themselves. And I want you as a Biafran, don't give yourself headache. Don't give yourself a shock. Don't trouble your mind. I want you to remain focused on that which matters as a Biafran. Remain focused. You see this game they are playing, it is going to catch up with them. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that you and I know is somebody who have said with his own mouth, he said any day that he comes out and begin to speak against Biafra, any day he hands off for Biafra, and the next person behind him should take off his life. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that with his own mouth. And the last time we heard from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the real Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the last time we heard from him in their own court, he said that Biafra will come. And he said he's not going back. He said, I am here fighting for Biafra. You should be there fighting for Biafra. That was the last word we had from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their own court. He said Biafra is going to come. There's no going back. Biafra is going to come. So if tomorrow you see somebody who begins to tell you something different from that, you should know that something is wrong somewhere. And I bet you, Biafra is bigger than any human being you can think of. Biafra is bigger than anybody you can think of. We can sacrifice anything sacrificable to get Biafra. I didn't say it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself said it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his own mouth, live, he said it, I will sacrifice everything sacrificable to get Biafra. And he didn't just say it, he is doing it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have put every single thing he owns on the line, including his life, he put on the line. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu opened his mouth and said that if it is taking my life that will bring Biafra fast, so be it. Take it and give my people their freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have made some strong statements, which we know him for. And if tomorrow someone from somewhere appears claiming to be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and begin to speak on a different tongue, we are prepared. Remember the conditions our Prime Minister have given. He has a reason for giving those conditions. Our Prime Minister said it. He said it. As they are making their plan, we are 1,000 miles ahead of them. This word is for those of them who are selfishly and cunningly demanding for freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when we know that that is not what they're demanding. When you see your enemy praising you and smiling at you, you have to beware. Beware of your head. When you see your enemy all of a sudden will begin to praise you, dance you, and shower blessings on you, you should be very careful and know that something is coming. When you wake up and you realize that your enemy somehow has begun to love you, to show love and kindness to you, you have to know that something is wrong somewhere. So I tell you, the supreme leader of IPOB that we know is a man who has only one mission, and he gave us one assignment and one instruction. One of those instructions is that consistency is the key to success. Whatever you are doing to be free, you must be consistent. You must be consistent in the pursuit of freedom. You must be consistent in the pursuit of your freedom. If you're pursuing freedom, be very, very, very consistent. If you're not consistent, you are only deceiving yourself. Consistency is the key in anything you are doing. Consistency. The supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have been incarcerated illegally. This is a man who is fighting for his own people's freedom. A man who devotes his life for the freedom of his own people. A man fighting for the freedom of his own people. What did they do? They kidnapped him. They kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. He was kidnapped in broad daylight with the help of the British. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that we're talking about is a British citizen. A British citizen was kidnapped illegally. Voices were coming from all corners asking for the release of this man, and yet nobody paid attention. Their so-called United Nations gave an ultimatum to Nigeria to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with immediate effect. That ultimatum expired, and they did nothing. Instead of taking action or giving sanction to Nigeria, what did they do? They continued to strengthen their bilateral relationship with Nigeria. They continue to grow their relationship with Nigeria. These they have continued to go on different sections, on different angles. We have continued to see this again, and again. And I bet you, from then onwards, we knew that we are on our own. The world is working according to interests. I have said it time again. This world, you see, is according to interest. Every single thing people are doing today is for their own personal interest. The United Nations is working for some people's interest. The Amnesty International for some people's interest. The human rights, whatever, for some people's interest. When you hear those languages, it's so sweet in the ear, but they are serving the interests of some particular people. Today, you see them celebrating the 75 years of human rights. Yet, there is no right for any human being. In a world where you are celebrating 75 years of human rights, the rights of people are being abused. A prisoner of conscience is being held captive up to this minute as we speak. For more than 2 years, the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is incarcerated. Nobody pays any attention. The only reason why people are still talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today is because of the formidable force of the Biafran people, the way we have carried on demanding for his freedom. The way the Biafran people, more especially the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Exile, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Biafra Republic of Exile of today, it is because of what we have been doing. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never been forgotten. Is it wrong to want to ask for self-determination? There is nothing wrong for anybody to ask for self-determination. As long as you're standing in your right, demand for your self-determination. That is what Biafrans are asking for. International law supports it. African law supports it. Nigerian law itself supports self-determination. But yet, when we demand for self-determination, they come after us. They open fire. They take life of innocent Biafrans on a daily basis, simply because they were demanded and asking for their own rights. Today, we have seen openly and clearly that our fate lies in our hands. They have made it clear to us that our fate lies in our hands. And that is why we are focused. We can't be deceived. Even as our supreme leader is coming to court on Friday, we can't be distracted. We are focused, keeping the tempo at all times. If you think that your plan or your target is to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to stop the coming of Biafra, that is impossible. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu I know, we never fall to that kind of trick. And even if anything happens and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out today and say he's not interested in Biafra, we will move on. We will move on. That was his instruction. He said it himself. We will move on because we are working according to the instruction he has given us when he was with us as the supreme leader. Just like the leader of the Ambazonians said, that why are you waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to speak for you to you from DSS? The leader of Ambazonia people, Cho Ayuba, said it. When he was talking to the Nzama people, he told the Nzama people, why are you still expecting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the territory of the enemies to send message for you or to tell you what to do? And Cho Ayuba said, the supreme leader of IPOB have told us every single thing he needs to tell us. He has given us every information he needs to give us. All you need to do is to refer back to his messages. Refer back to the messages of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and then you have an answer to your question. It is only idiots, clowns, that are still waiting for him to speak from the dungeon. And that is the difference between those saboteurs and the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Exile. That is the difference between the Nigerian IPOB and the original IPOB of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The IPOB Nigeria, they are the ones who are waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to give them order from the DSS. They are still waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to free them even when he's inside. Instead of them making a plan on how to free him, they are waiting for him to free. That is IPOB Nigeria. But those of us who are in line with the Biafra Republic of Exile under the command of our Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the original IPOB of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which he said is indestructible. If you are there, count yourself lucky. We are not distracted. And our Prime Minister have said it time and time again that we are not taking orders from the dungeon. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains the leader of IPOB. But today, it is our responsibility to see that he becomes free. And when he becomes free, then he can carry out his orders and missions. But as it stands today, we have learned a lot from him. He has left a lot of lessons for us. And what we are in now is just like an examination to see what we have learned from him. And I ask those in Zama people, wherever you are today, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appears before you today and asks you, what effort have you made? If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appears before you today and asks you to give account of your still worship, what are you going to say? If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appears before you today and asks you to give account of your stewardship, what are you going to say? What is going to be your response? I want to know, what is going to be your response? So many of us will not have anything to give. So many of us will not have an answer. But I bet you, if you are part of the Biafra Republic of Exile, when you open your mouth, words cannot be able to count the success we have made since the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I want every Biafran that is watching this program to be focused. Don't get distracted. Don't go and give yourself high BP for no reason. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that we know, that we follow, has only one mission. That mission is Biafra. If you want to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a gift, the gift you give to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is freedom. If you want to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a gift, the only gift you can give to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the freedom of Biafra and nothing else. Until you realize that, you will keep on dancing from right, left, etc., and you'll be exposing yourself to danger. The earlier you get it straight, the better for you. It doesn't matter what the enemy says from right, left, and center. Be focused and concentrate on that which matters. If you do that, at the end of the day, you will celebrate and you'll be glad. You're welcome, my beloved brother. Good to see you. Thank you for joining the program.
Good morning from my side, and good morning to all dear friends. Good afternoon, good evening from anybody's location.
You're welcome, my
The
beloved.
thing is very simple. Onye ya dinyere ọrụ ịga abata jụọ kedu ihe ya rụtara? What are you going to say? What is the profit? What is the loss? You have a profit.
Exactly.
If the loss is bigger than the profit, the market needs to be closed. When the loss is bigger than the profit, so you can see the audience amounts, everything about them is lost. Their chapter has been closed. When our leader comes out, they already have their group. I want to know that they already have their group. They said if your leader come out and did not support them and join Simon, that they will leave him and move away. They already moved away.
They are
We are following
predicting their
everything.
own future.
Yes. You remember when they said it? So there is not. They know. See, when you are doing good, you know. When you are doing bad, you know.
Yes.
They know that they are doing the bad thing, and they, like I said, once you are on the bad side of it, before you will realize it, your own don't kweme, your own don't finish. They have all finished because lies. My father told me that lies last for 24 hours, but the truth prevail for only 1 hour and last forever. The lies of them and what they are talking and what they are doing is everywhere. They are shameless. Because if we are one of them by now, we'll close my mouth and hide. But because of their money they are being collecting, because of the money they are being getting, they cannot because ego na show.
Yes.
Ego na show for ndị kwere n'ego. I want you to know that the freedom is not for the rich. The freedom is for the poor.
Absolutely.
Because for the sake of the rich, yeah, what are they losing? Nothing. They can buy rice. Whatever they want, they can buy it. But the poor are crying, suffering. So nobody to expected all these rich politicians to come and join, no, because the freedom is not for them. But because they know that freedom will cage them for their evil doings. The freedom will cage them. The freedom is come with law. And when you fail the law, you know where you belong. So for that, they can never join us. For that, they can never support. For that, there's nothing they can do that we're going to benefit on it. Ndị be anyị si na adị n'Igbo agụ osu. Adị mmadụ 1,000 eji aweta freedom, my brother.
Yes, so
Like I said
absolutely.
before, that the road that leads to life is very narrow, but that one that leads to destruction is very, in fact,
Broad.
it's overboard. It's, in fact, it's, I don't know how to explain how the road is, and if those on it. As only Igbo, ndị mmadụ sị na ọ na-eme agụrụ ụmụ egbuo ha isi, adịghị egbu onye ọbụla isi. Biafra government in exile bụ ndị agụrụ wee jee gbuo isi. The federal government at home agụrụ ha wee jee gbuo isi. Maazị Chus agụrụ ọnụ wee jee gbuo, ọ bụrụ ọbụla ka a na-egbu ya na adị n'Igbo agụ osu.
You're right.
Agbakọ tie nwa adị n'ọbọ nwa abadị ya afọ. Biafra government in exile. Ọ ha nwa bụ ndị agbakọ tie nwa ada n'afọ nwere ihe ga-eme.
Absolutely.
Whether the name is like it or not. Do you know why everybody's talking about Simon here, Simon here, Simon here? Look at it. It's only the rich. Look at the rich man who has been in the government for over how many years, who know that he has defrauded the country. Whatever he has, it has been protected by the zoo. So how do you want him to come and start fighting for freedom? Because when the zoo gone, he's going to give account of things that he has destroyed from our people, things that he has connected. The allocation they gave to him, the money is supposed to use and tide roads, build school, build house like a mud, he refused to give to people. When Biafra comes, you give account of it. So because of that, he will not stay and fight for this to see Biafra. He will fight against Biafra. This man is going to fight for Biafra. So, there are few of them. Only few of them is going to come with their money, with their good heart. Or except that, every other person who is in the zoo, who as zoo has made what he is, we fight against Biafra. So we need to know that, talking about Simon, because Simon is fighting for the freedom of the poor. And because of fighting for the freedom of the poor is going to like Simon, praise him, praise Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So they must continue to bring him down, which they don't know that Simon has been destined because of this. Nebugo Simon is for getting Biafra. They don't know it. So our people need to know that we must do everything within now. Ndị be anyị sị na adịrị eji anya ọma aga sabat. Adịrị achọ freedom mma. Adịrị achọrọ ọgụ mma. Enwere ike ọ bụrụ anụ ka ị mata nwanne ị na-ata anụ. Ọ bụrụ na mma aba aja na-abọ gị aja. Ọ bụrụ na okwute ka m na-ama mma okwute. Ọ bụrụ na mbute okpiri ntiwa ọgụ ka anyị na-ala adịrị achị ya mma. But in the name of whatever we are doing is to go and get Biafra. Biafra, we have already in Biafra. If you open your eyes very well. It's only those who don't understand think that Simon will come and say, we have declared inch by inch, minute by minute, street by street, county by county. That is how it's been going, but they don't even understand it. The last phase of Biafra liberation is Biafra the pastor government at home. Once all this has put, one day we are there. The name you should go and like. Who verse? Go and hawk transformer.
Exactly.
May people will bless all of us. Protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Protect Simon Ekpa and all the ones who believe in Biafra struggle. I pray and it's going to be like this. People
say, thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that very wonderful contribution. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've missed you for a very long time. I thank you so much for being back here with us. I appreciate you, my beloved brother. And Biafrans, I appreciate you also. Thank you so much. My fellow Biafran that are watching, you have had, this is how it has been done. The Biafran people that had the Biafran blood, when they speak, you will know. Gone are the days when we come out and we cry and we shed tears. Gone are the days when we complain. We are in a time where actions are between to the place. And why I chose this topic today is because of the coming of the court of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Friday. That is why I chose this topic. than asking for freedom. You go to their platform, so say, oh, he'll be free. Oh, he'll be free on the day. Even the lawyers, oh, he'll be free. Their motive is evil. They have evil motive. So many of them, their intention is that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, that he will put an end to Biafra. But they forgot that this same man have said that nobody is bigger than Biafra. And he gave us a word. He said, any day I change my word, any day I said I am no longer interested, any day I look back, the nearest person behind me should put a trigger on my head. So I'm just reminding them today, those of you who are preaching because you want to satisfy your own selfish interest, for us, the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that I know is in Biafra. And that is why I love Mazi Nnamdi very much. Very, very focused in pursuit of Biafra, because that is the only thing that can guarantee the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nothing else. The earlier you understand that as a Biafran, the better for you, and save yourself from hypertension. Go on, my beloved brother. Thank you so much for joining, my beloved brother. Good to see
Thank
you.
you. Good morning, my brother. Good morning to all Biafrans. I really appreciate your good work, and may God bless you. You asked a question that got my attention this morning. I want to no, when he come out, they will tell him that they are wise. That they are wise and abandon him there, and they are doing underground. You see, now so they now you know say now so they fool they watch you now. Ordinary like they no one like. They find the
That
one
is
you will about where 70 something people are watching. Now only 30 something. Where is the 42? What are they
I
doing?
wonder.
So, nah, that is something what they talk. Nah, they will tell him say they're wise. Because, but my brother, the truth be said, illiterate person cannot fight for freedom. Someone that is not educated, someone that never see anything. You know, when our supreme leader come out, he is the only person that have already gone far and dig and open some well. You understand? And he sees some certain things. That's why he will tell you if he's saying something, it will be the thing will be inspiring you to know
Exactly.
more. You understand? And you know, he made a statement and said, if you say that you're a freedom fighter and nobody is after you, you are not a freedom fighter.
Absolutely.
So the spokesman, I never even ordinary account Facebook, you know, get. But if they talk for Vanguard,
Ah, God.
ordinary account, because our PM get tweet account, he get on Facebook, he get on YouTube. But this one, a whole spokesman, nothing,
No
only
identity.
Vanguard.
No
No,
identity.
nothing. So how can they cannot even fight because they don't know where to start. But we see when our PM emerge, he have that knowledge. He have. Do you know that what caught me for where our PM is that discussion, that question and answer that he made with our supreme leader. He
Absolutely.
caught me. He caught me. He began to review, begin to ask him that he have submitted, that our supreme leader have submitted later on this place. They have submitted this, submitted. You understand? In different occasions, that makes him to ask our supreme leader, what of all those things you have submitted, and at the end of the day, they don't want to give you what you want. Are you
Yes.
ready to do anything that he's going to be number one to follow him? You see, when
Absolutely.
knowledge, when someone that have knowledge speak, you understand. So, and our supreme leader made a statement. He said, "Go and listen to him. He's coming with a different dimension, another dimension that makes now. If he hold this our country for hand now, they go shout. If you hold them for neck, they go shout. If you hold them for leg, they go shout." So, my brother, let them continue. I believe say among 12, Judas must be there.
Yeah.
And And if everybody can have everybody follow our PM, that even some people is still against even some people within that IPOB, some of them is still against our supreme leader when
Of
he's
course.
doing it. You understand? Now the same thing. So you cannot change anything. The truth must prevail. There is nothing they will do. Truth must prevail, and truth is prevailing. So
Yes.
let them continue to sabotage. So that one is it's their own cup of tea. But it will be a shameful thing, that because it's the same thing some people say today. This person, me and this person serve this person, but that person is a millionaire. Where are you when that person is hustling? That means he's sleeping.
Yes.
They should wake up because all of them is sleeping. Underground, they are working underground for how many years? We never see even these people where Palestine where they fight Israel. They have underground where everybody see. But this one, but this one we not see underground. We not see the wiseness where they. Now waiting they go tell us say we are wise. No
Mm.
problem. They answer him that they are wise and abandon him there. Uh, So illiterate people cannot fight for freedom because they don't know where to start and they don't have the knowledge. So when a wise man fight for freedom, you will see some many things. This is the same thing that happened the time where Yahweh Yeshua come in the world. You understand?
Absolutely.
So there are so many of them, and the same thing that our supreme leader do, our PM is doing. There is a time that they always come to ask him a question, and he answer them. How can you tell me that you're a freedom fighter, you don't have any page where people can ask you a question? Even some of them that have, they cannot even have not only comment
Command and
that
control.
commander is that is so such people. Mm. So I'm not scared of them because even our leader saw it. That is the reason why there is a time he's crying for 100 men. He saw that what he have around him is women. People that were ordinary 1 naira, they will leave they go
Yes.
their own business. So may God bless our PM, bless you, all of you that every day the hammer, so that people will be set free because what they do for so many people now is like they use all the candy carry ndị ji ọgwụ kede n'ofu ebe, but as so trying to hammer the hammer and people are being loose
Exactly.
because it's true. So many people is being losing day by day, second by second. People is escaping from the bondage of the devils. So and God will continue to make many people to escape until they will fully everybody will be free. Because
You see?
I saw one guy that our PM post. He asked a question. He said, all of now where they say Samanepa had a PM had a menka. But if at the end of the day he bring that Biafra, are you not going to come? If they make them come answer, they answer the question. No, because in their korokoro, they go see am korokoro. And na
Mm.
that day shame go catch all of them. Nobody me even if I see him, I was like you're welcome, you're welcome. Although they try, but they fuck up on the process because of 1 naira and 2 naira. May God bless you, my brother. And may God
See?
bless all your friends. If another person come and speak. Thank you, my brother. More
Thank you
wisdom, more
so much.
divine protection, my brother.
See? Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you so much for your amazing contribution. You are always on point with us here. This is one of my presenter on this very program, and he is a formidable one, doing what he need to do at all times. Here to my beloved brother, you have spoken very, very well. So that question is a very question that everyone should be answering within themselves. If the supreme leader of IPOB appear before you and I ask you to give the account of your stewardship, what are you going to tell him? What are you going to tell him? As I am now, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appears before me and asks me, what have you been doing since I was kidnapped on this day? I have something to say. My videos are there as evidence. And my participation in the Biafra Program is an evidence. My support for Mazi Nnamdi is an evidence. And then you look at every single thing that Mazi Nnamdi have put in line. Today, from the sit at home to the sustenance of the struggle, his voice on top, to establishment of the Biafra government, to the United States of Biafra, and to the establishment of the de facto government in Homeland, and to the Biafran state, 40 states of Biafra. 40 states of Biafra. All these are great achievements that were done under the Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi, and we will continue to do so. We will continue to make difference at all times. You must not look back. You must not give up. Every one of us must continue to pay attention and don't allow yourself to be deceived. The deception we are seeing today that is coming from right, left, and center is a deception that we must not allow to strive. We know that the enemy that we are up against, they are trying everything humanly possible to put us down. And let me tell you, if you think they're going to surrender, they won't surrender so soon. The enemies of our freedom will not surrender so soon. They will not surrender. That is why you have to intensify in your effort. And always remember and know that only you can free yourself. Only you can free yourself. More especially when you are talking about the issue of Biafra. Only you can free yourself. For being a black nation with such kind of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and gifts and blessings. The jealousy is so much, inside and outside. They don't want you to succeed. So I believe many Biafran today have realized that our fate does not lie in anywhere. United Nations, Amnesty International, human rights, all these entities we have formed for themselves. And instead of them to work for you, they'll be working against you. Instead of them working for you, they work against you. Just like today, I can bet you that they are working against us. United Nations cannot be effective that you give an ultimatum to Nigeria to release that they are holding captive and they refuse. Yet you did nothing. Yet you did nothing. An innocent man was held captive. You know that this man is innocent. A man who they have dragged through their law court. They have dragged him through their law court against the international procedures. He was kidnapped. After kidnapping him from Kenya, as if that is not enough, they went ahead to drag him through their court. He passed through the process of the court. The then late Muhammad Buhari said that he would not listen to this, that he must pass through the process of the court, that they don't want any political solution. He said it in his own word in national TV. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu passed through that process and he defeated them. Three judges in the court say, let this man go, he is innocent. Three judges unanimously, and none of the judges was a Biafran. They are not Biafran judges. This is judges from the zoo. Three of them unanimously say, let this man go. A court to an extent said that no law court in Nigeria has the right to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anymore until they explain the circumstances surrounding his kidnap from Kenya and the extraordinary rendition. This order was given in their own court. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu got that judgment. That no court in Nigeria has the right to sit on his case until they explain the circumstances surrounding his kidnap from Kenya and how they brought him into Nigeria, which is extraordinary rendition that is against international law. In all of this, they still continue to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention. In all of this, somebody who claims to be a learned man, as the lawyers call themselves, learned counsel or whatever, with all this judgment before them, they are still clapping hand of a day of court, even when their court have told them that no law court have to sit on this man, let him go. They are still busy issuing statements and granting interviews on the day of court of this. And some of you are paying attention to those nonsense. As for we Biafrans, the legitimate Biafrans who know what we want, we know that the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in Biafra. And that is why we are focused on the pursuit of Biafra. And I remind you of what Joe Ayuba said. When he was asked, what are you doing to free your leader? He said, when I free Ambazonia, my leader will be free. Always have that at the back of your mind, and don't trouble yourself and give yourself high BP when you are waiting on the court of your enemy, which will never benefit you. You're welcome, my beloved brother Maxwell. Thank you so much for being here. One of my able presenter and co-brother on this very platform. You're welcome. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Go ahead and speak to Biafra.
Thank you, Mazi Chooks. As usual,
Welcome.
never let you down.
You see?
And those that are playing the same script as you are playing it for the betterment of the Biafran people and the liberation of my mother's ancestral land. I say good morning to you, first of all, and good morning to all Biafrans, both in Biafra land and in the diaspora. And I would like to use this opportunity to commend our Biafran people, the warriors, that made sure that there was a sit at home yesterday. And I pray that just like they've complied with the normal sit at home, Monday sit at home, that you will also, God will give you the strength as well to engage from this one that is coming from 15th to, I think, 19th, right?
19th, yeah.
And God will never let your own spoil because you are fighting a just cause. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the able Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that online president, that social media president. I am proud to be part of him. If you are not proud to be part of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then you have to go and check your head.
Absolutely.
I am also proud to be with Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, the air that the trap cannot catch.
Absolutely.
I am proud of him. That thing in Finland that is wreaking havoc in the council of the enemies. Why won't I be proud of him? Why won't I be proud of our able women, that our mothers, sisters, that are fighting on daily basis, contributing, losing sleep because of the freedom of their people and their land? I say, may Chukwu Kitabiama bless all of you and give us Biafra in the end. You see, my brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I will not. Yesterday when I was talking, and is it on the space when I was also talking, I always look at myself as a human being, because our Igbo people said there is nobody that you open his or her anus that you will not see a particle of excreta in it. Even if there is no particle of excreta in it, dip your hand inside the anus and smell it. It smells excreta. Yes. So that is how it is. I always show my emotions when I look around and see and read what is happening to our people in Biafra land. I feel agitated. I feel worried. And that is why I am disappointed with anybody that is coddling this struggle. Anybody born of Biafra, a son or a daughter of Biafra land, that will come out and begin to talk rubbish about your own land that is under occupation, serious occupation, that you cannot do anything. You come out to show, let me just say, show your civic responsibility and your right to protest. They level their barrels of guns on you. You sit at home. It's another problem. What do you want us to do? To stick our neck out so that it will be cut off by the hatchet man? No, it cannot happen. We will not do that. They have dealt with us. We have cried and cried and cried. And this is the time we must not cry alone. Again, we cannot continue to cry because our elders, most of them have abandoned us. Some of our religious leaders have abandoned us. Those that are benefiting from the criminal status quo have abandoned us. We are orphans that are fighting our own cause. And as long as God is the God of the orphans, He is going to make us victorious at the end.
You see?
I saw the heading that you put in there. These people, I do not know their mind. Look, everybody has the right to do whatever they want to do. Follow whosoever that you want to follow. But do not attempt to attack the generality of the Biafran people and what the Biafran people has agreed upon.
Exactly.
And that is Biafra. If you attack there and if you go there, you are going to stare the hornet, what do you call it? Nest. We will sting you, and those things will cause your death.
Exactly.
Because
Absolutely.
it is something that we cannot take for granted. The freedom is given by God, and there is no mortal human being that will tell you, Mazi chicks, your freedom has been taken away from you, unless you've committed a crime that is against their constitution. But we know that we have never committed any crime that is known to law.
Absolutely.
Or any convention. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, remember, Supreme Court, based on what they rule on P2B, is a court of no new evidence. If you there, where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them that I will march to Abuja, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was speaking in the voice of a prophet. He's a prophet. He didn't say he is going to use armor tanks and jets, and the time for everything will come. When it's time for that, then that opportunity will present itself. But he said, I will march there. People were, laughing. Just like the way they were laughing the prophets of God when they speak. Do you know the kind of marching he was marching? Is it not this march that he's marching now? Is he not conquering them even at their own backyard? He said it. But people who are not, spiritually inclined will tell you, oh, what is he going to do? What is he going to do? But he has done it now, and we have seen it happening. So why won't you come out from your cocoons and join? Why can't you come out and join? The Supreme Court is not a court of evidence or new evidence.
No.
The lower court, which is the Court of Appeal, has told them, rule on him. There is no way you will try this man again. Discharge him. I don't want to, bother my head with their technicalities of acquitted or discharged. I don't want to. But the right thing was said and delivered. Discharge this man, and no other court, like you rightly say, has the right to charge this man on related charges. It is the pride. Look, the death that is going to kill a small dog will never allow that dog to perceive the odor of a spirit.
Absolutely.
That is what is happening to the zoo. Pride goes before the fall, and they are going to fall and fall heavily. This fall that these people are going to fall will not just be a mere fall like the one you and I, normally fall. That this one they will fall, and therefore yabawa. As for those that have been busted based on the topic that you put out there, I don't care. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, by the grace of God, comes out today, which I know he will come, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out. Because there is no other evidences that they are going to take to the Supreme Court. And that will be, that will start. Unless those lawyers that have connived, that are taking, what do they call it, honorary awards from the devil, that they are also the devil that is fighting.
Celebrity lawyers.
That their client is fighting, we still sit down there and say, oh, they should still keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS prison. That will not happen. that will not happen. Then I think that will be the time all of us should do what we call introspection. How do people? I mean, the English, if you know, introspection of ourselves and what we are going to do. Because I don't see the reason why my leader should be allowed to rust in that particular place. If not that the God that presented him to Biafran people is a good God that is preserving him physically and spiritually, by now we'll be talking a different story. I said it before and I'll continue to say it, Mazi Chooks. When they sedate you and fly you with a private jet at that high altitude, you will be monitored you will be monitored per minute.
Yes.
You will be monitored. And that will show you. Look at the picture when they brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because we witnessed this since before. We saw them. Look at his facial look when they brought him out.
Yes.
That is to tell you that man passed through hell and came out. He entered into the grave and came out.
Absolutely.
It is not easy for one to survive. You will be monitored. Because once they sedate you and fly you at that high altitude, it's dangerous to that particular person. You will be attended to all the time. And they never knew. It could have been easy for them to just allow him to die. But they thought that they were, let's go and show the world that we have the power to capture him. Now look at you. Look at you. I'm telling you. People you don't know. What? Anyway, let me just 15 is just around the corner. Then we will see what they are going to. The kind of concoction that they will cook, and bring out to us this time around. Let's see what they are going to do. But as for those people that refuse to do anything, those POAs and the DOAs and the rest of them, that is threatening. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, decided to follow Mazi Simon Ekpa, they will abandon you. We don't sack you a long time ago. The day you betrayed your master, that was.
You see, when they say abandon, it will seem as if they were with him. They were never with him. You can only abandon somebody whom you have been with for a long time. Well, you are not with him.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu campaigned for no election. He said an evil man can never be the president because you cannot be a betrayer of your own people and expect those people that you are working for
to
trust you.
Of course.
Has it not happened? Has it not happened? Has it not happened, my people? That man told them what. So what did these people do? What did they do when their master was arrested? All of them ran away. They began to support the same system their master, who has been captured and kidnapped from a foreign land, was fighting for, was fighting against. They went in there. They become celebrity agitators or whatever. They
become campaign manager. They began to campaign. They have their own candidate.
With their elephant lobes and everything, with their frontal lobes and whatever. They were now, they move away from what their master Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking about. They went into politics.
Completely.
They went into politics. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu refused political solution. He refused to form a political alliance with anybody. But when he was captured after they sold him, they now believe, they now feel that, we will now get him through political solution. We don't need political solution. Political solution is that you are going to sign and do this and do this and do this, and promises might made to you. You will say, I will not do it again. I will not do it again. I believe in one Nigeria. We don't believe in one Nigeria. My mother's ancestral land must be sanctified. Must be sanctified from these demons that he invaded, that particular place. We must continue. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to tell us what happened to him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because the information is with him.
Yeah.
Look, the more you keep your enemy in your house, the more the man you consider your enemy in your house, the more your children and your families, your relatives begin to love him or her. That is how it is. That is nature. I told you people some time ago. I don't know whether it is here or there. The information Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is receiving there from those people there, if he tells you, you will say, how can these people do this? I'm telling you what is happening. We were in the system. We were in the system. We know what goes on. We know what is going there. What is happening there? You see, so my people, don't be jittery, don't be distracted. We have the mandate of restoring Biafra in our hands.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't want my children and children that are going to come to do what I am doing now, what my ancestor forefathers did before me. No, I will get it now by the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama. And on this note, I say, may God bless Simon Ekpa and protect him. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and keep him well for us. May God let his enemies lick their poison hands that they want to feed us with. May God bless the media warriors, our able men and women in Biafra land that are protecting our land. I say, God bless them and protect them. Make them invincible, if possible, God, that their enemies will not see them. They will become air in the spaces of their enemies. Thank you so much, and may God bless all of you for what you are doing. I remain Yadiopara Biafra from Upper East Region, Ghana. They would.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I thank you for that wonderful presentation. I really, really appreciate you. And I say, may Chukwu to guide you, protect you, secure you, provide for you, strengthen you in your going out and your coming in. No evil shall befall you. Fellow Biafrans that are watching far and wide, wherever you are watching us from, I appreciate every one of you. And you have seen all that we have said. Everybody that came on board today have passed a very strong and solid information as always. And I want you to utilize every single information you are getting. It is going to do you a lot of good. We must remain focused on the freedom of Biafra, because it is only the freedom of Biafra that is going to guarantee the freedom of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The freedom that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu deserves is not a freedom that you will give him and tomorrow they will be inviting him to court. It is not a freedom they will give him and you give him condition on how to speak. It is not a freedom that he will be answerable to the zoo again. No. The freedom that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu deserves after all the sacrifice is a freedom where he will be only answerable to the Biafra of his dream. A freedom where he will not be answerable to any Janjaweed. He will only be answerable to the Biafran people. That is what he deserves, and that is what he desires. And we must make sure that we focus on that, to make sure that when we talk about the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we know what we are talking about. The enemies of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the enemies of Biafra, have a different agenda. They have a different thing. When you see them speak in their conventional media, in their social media, you see them talk about the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have a different thing in mind. They have a different thing in mind, but we are going to surprise them. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that I know has only one mission on this planet Earth, and he will accomplish that mission, which is Biafra, the last miracle on the planet Earth. It is going to come. Whatever they try to do to deceive or to distract, they are wasting their time. And today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself know that the new dimension is in charge. He knows that the new dimension, which he himself anointed, is going on perfectly well, and there is no going back. The Biafra of our dream is coming in the speed of light. And I believe you me, focus, don't be distracted. We are going to get home very, very soon. A lot of things has been happening. So many things are happening. And you can see warnings are coming. And one of the warnings that are coming that our Prime Minister shared on his platform yesterday is what I'm going to bring to you now. In one of the warnings, he said, every Biafran in Idato, if you are a Biafran in Idato or Kigwe or Dinetiti and environs, you are hereby warned to remain vigilant as Nigeria Islamic State has planned with some communities to launch attack on Biafrans in the aforementioned location. However, the Biafran Liberation Army, the Biafran resistant fighters and Biafran Liberation Army are ready to give to anyone to trespass. The threat is now raised to level 2. So I want you to take note of this very information. Take note in case you don't know. If you are living in Idato, every Biafran in Idato, Okigwe, Ordinatiti, and its environ, you are hereby warned to remain vigilant. Remain vigilant, as Nigeria Islamic State has planned with some communities to launch attack on Biafrans on the aforementioned locations. Take note. In Idato, take note. Be very, very vigilant. If you are in Idato, if you are from Idato, you have a friend in Idato, you have a family in Idato, please share this program. Like and share, like and share, like and share, so that people can get this information. Very, very important. This information is coming directly from our Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every one of us should be very careful. If you are from Idato or Kigwe or Dinetiti and its environment, you are hereby warned to remain vigilant as Nigeria Islamic State has planned with some communities to launch attack on Biafrans in the aforementioned location. However, the Biafran Liberation Army and Biafra resistant fighters are ready to give to anyone to trespass, who trespass. The threat is now raised to level 2. Take note. So, fellow Biafrans, your safety is our priority. The safety of the Biafran people and the well-being of Biafran people is our major priority, and we will continue to send information and make sure that you are updated at all times. Be very, very careful. Be very, very careful. Be very, very careful. And those of you who are often complaining about the governors, there are some of you who are always coming online to type when we are online free. You say, why not attack the governors? Do this together. I get so many of those calls. Some people call me on privately and they begin to suggest, focus on governors, do this to governors, do it. There is time for everything. And you must have to understand that the Biafra Liberation, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile is following procedures. You must have to know that the people who are piloting the affair of Biafra today are very, very intelligent and they know what to do at the right time. You must have to trust and believe that this Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is an expert. Don't forget, he's a military man, a well-trained one at that. Don't forget, he's a politician and a lawyer. So every necessary procedure that has to be followed, we are going to get to that. And when that time comes, it is going to happen. You should stop complaining. All those complaints are unnecessary. Those who are complaining that we are not touching the governors, do you have templates? That is the question of our Prime Minister. So many of you who are talking about touching the government, do you have a template of your own? The Biafra Republic Ministers have their own templates. They have their own templates. On of our Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there is a template they are following, and you don't have to come and begin to ask unnecessary questions. That time we get. When the time gets to that, we are going to follow that. We know what we are doing, said our Prime Minister. You have to level the ground. The Prime Minister said, you must have to level the ground. This is one of the plans, the way the Prime Minister and the Biafra Republic Minister is going about this governance issue, because this very question of governance have been coming at all time. People always come. They call and they write on the comment section suggesting, oh, go after the governor, go after the governor. I want you to hear the response of our Prime Minister. He said, we know what we are doing. You have to level the ground. Their time will come. Their time will come. Their time will come. We are busy cutting their shield. I want you to understand this. This very question, I have gotten it almost every day. I get these questions. I get these suggestions. I get these write-ups. Almost every day I get people complaining about these governors. I'm talking about governor. Almost in every call I get, I see people talk about it. And our prime minister have seen it deep to respond, because the prime minister is following up on every single thing, including the comments you're writing on this comment section. He's looking at it. Some of you would think we just come here to make noise. Our prime minister is following up, more especially on the platforms that is standing with the Biafra Republic of Nigeria. He's following up. So he's seen those questions when you ask it, and when you write on the comment section, he sees them and look at the response. I want you to pay attention. Those who are complaining that we are not touching the governors, do you have a template? That's the question. Do you have a template? For the fact that you don't have a template, why don't you relax and follow the template of the Biafra Republic of Nigeria under our Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, we know what we are doing. We know what we are doing. You have leveled, we have to level the ground. We have to level the ground first. Level the ground. Their time will come. That thing you are demanding for. When the time comes, it will happen. Their own time is going to come. We are busy cutting their shield first. You know what it means by cutting their shield? All those pillars they build for themselves, all those shield, all those cover they have, all those their defense. The Biafran Liberation Army is busy cutting them off, cutting their shield. That thing they are using as a cover, that thing they are hiding under, that thing that is protecting them is being torn apart gradually. And after this stage, a time will come when they will have no hiding space. So all you have to do today is to please, in the name of Chukwu Okabiama, support the Biafra Republic of Nigeria the best way you can. Keep your support. Keep on supporting the Biafra Republic of Nigeria any way you know you can support. Keep on supporting. And don't look back. And I want to remind you of some very, very important information that we always touch on. The instruction that have been given by the Prime Minister, please obey those instructions. Focus on the restoration of Biafra. Focus on, don't get yourself distracted with any going to court or whatever. We are focused on Biafra, and that is what is going to grant the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When you hear the declaration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, automatically there is nothing that will hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from joining us. That is why you must be focused. You must be focused. Don't get distracted. Do not get distracted. Don't get worked up unnecessarily. Focus on that which matters. And remember, stay 1 kilometer away from every single barrack you see. 1 kilometer away from every barrack. It does not matter which barrack. Police barrack, army barrack, naval barrack, custom barrack, whatever barrack you can think that belongs to the zoo. Stay 1 kilometer away from there. Don't hog in the checkpoint. Every single checkpoint you see, don't hog. If that is the only means of survival, please go and try and look for something else to do. Do not hog in the checkpoint. Don't, for any reason whatsoever, don't hog there. And another important one is that stay away from the terrorist military with their uniform. Any place you see them with their vehicle, stay away. Run away for your own life. If you see them in the filling station, please just drive off immediately. When they are gone, you can come back and buy your fuel. If you see them in a filling station, assuming you want to buy fuel and they drive in, stop whatever you are doing. Allow them to finish up. Just move away from there. When they are done, you can come back. If you are in a restaurant you are eating and they park their car and they come there, please walk away from that restaurant. As any place you see their car parked, stay away from that very environment. Stay away from that very environment. When they are gone, you can come back. The restaurant, the shopping plaza, the shopping mall, any place you find yourself, and then even in a queue, in a traffic jam, don't be behind them. Stay very far away from them. When you see the terrorists with their uniform, Stay away from them. These informations will keep you alive. These informations are very, very important because this is the only way you can be saved. An order has been given to evict every one of them from Biafra land, and that eviction is going on. The Liberation Army is carrying out that eviction on a daily basis. So don't put yourself in harm's way. Our prayer is to make sure that life and properties of Biafran people are saved, including our visitors, the genuine ones. As long as you are genuine in Biafra land, you will be safe. These informations are very important. Please keep it to heart. Everyone that is watching this program, if you have not liked this program, I beg you in the name of Chukwukara, click like and share. If you are not like and share so that we can reach out to every other person. Information is key. You can't keep this information to yourself. In this radical evangelism, we must make sure that everybody is carried along. I appreciate everyone that has been able to participate on this program from the beginning up to now. I thank you so much for your participation. Either you came out as a speaker, or you are commenting on the comment section, or you are watching us from beginning up to this moment. I say, may Chukwu continue to guide you, protect you, and secure you. You are going to see Biafra in your lifetime. No evil shall befall you. I pray for the Liberation Army. I pray for the ESN. I pray for the Black Marine. I pray for the resistance fighters, and I pray for the strike force, wherever they are. May Chukwu build a wall of fire around them, protect them and secure them. No evil shall befall them. I pray for all our media warriors that are speaking on different platforms on a daily basis. May Chukwu guide and protect all the media warriors. All the media warriors defending the cause of Biafra, speaking on behalf of Biafra, Republic of Exile on a daily basis. May Chukwu guide and protect them and their families. I present the de facto government of the whole land before Chukwu for guidance, protection, and provision. I pray for the Biafra Republic of Exile cabinet that Chukwu will guide and protect everyone in that cabinet, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and provisions for them. I pray for our Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi. Wherever Mazi Nnamdi is at this moment, I pray and I pray and I pray for God to protect him. I pray for divine healing. I pray for divine security. I pray for divine safety. Wherever Mazi Nnamdi is at this moment, I pray that Chukwu will give him more wisdom, knowledge, understanding, revelations. May he be protected. He will never dash his foot against a stone. No evil shall befall him. Every trap they set for him, we catch them that set the trap. Every hole they will dug for him, they will fall into it. Mazi Nnamdi will lead us into the promised land. No evil shall stand on his way. I commit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before Chukwu for divine health, for strength. May Chukwu grant him more strength, grant him healing, grant him good health. No evil shall befall him. May Chukwu continue to bear him in his own arms wherever he is, as he has protected him and saved him all the way from the captivity of Kenya up to this minute. May Chukwu continue to keep him safe and sound in his health. No evil shall befall Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu grant Mazi Nnamdi Kanu divine revelations, deep revelations, revelations that will open up his eyes and let him know that we are 1,000 times with him. Revelations that will give him more strength and energy. May he receive those revelations. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafra shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our sweet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi shall prosper. I appreciate everyone who has participated on this program. May Chukwu be with us and guide us until next time we will meet. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from, and stay blessed. I will see you again tomorrow, same time. Stay safe.